So, before they bring it in, I normally sit down, but for some reason, they've asked me to stand up, which is quite good. You know, I don't know why. So I have no idea how tonight was going to go. At one stage, I didn't even think it was going to go on. And I just thought, okay, I resign. I surrender. And that's what I'm asking you people to do, is surrender. Surrender to your higher self now. Just close your eyes, please, all of you, as I tiptoe around and pinch your money. Well, my guys will do it for me anyway, you know what I mean. I have a friend who actually had a pickpocket as a guide, actually, and it was so funny what happened. Right. I want you to imagine that you are here on Mother Earth. You are sat on top of a hill, and this hill is covered with green grass. Of course it would be. And then consciously put your thoughts out. Look at the sky in your thoughts, but then turn the sky dark as you're going through space. I want you then to visualize the planets and the stars that are there, twinkling away, circling Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, planets like that. And I want you to visualize you on one planet, in your physical form, but not as you are now. See yourself in a way that you want to see yourself. So some of you ladies want to see yourself in a size 10. I can see the smiles on your faces appearing. Do not open your eyes, please. And some of you men would like to see yourself looking like Thor, the god of thunder. Doesn't matter what you visualize. Now take the feeling into your heart and use the heart as the essence of your source rather than your mind. You should gradually feel a change within the heart vibration rather than the mind manipulation. For the heart is more powerful. Always has been and always will be. For the new template is here upon earth at this present time, getting stronger within all the human race. Turning from carbon base to crystalline. Now visualize yourself upon wherever and whichever planet you've chosen. And visualize yourself talking to yourself, giving you inspiration, giving you words of encouragement, helping you with your daily chores. And allow your thoughts to say, this is my higher self. Allow me to put the words in your heart now. I am looking at my higher self in its true home in the universe, in the sourceness of all that is. What is it, divine higher self, you are saying to me? Share with me in a way that my physical being can understand what you're saying to me. Share it with me in a way that I can understand it. Bring it forward into the physical being in a vibrational energy that I can understand at this time, please. It will come to you, beloveds, who are doing this now in different waveforms, in different feelings, in different segments of self. For you are all full of different segments, all of you. You are not just one aspect. There are 12 aspects of you, and some say there are more than 12. But let us allow us to work with the 12 aspects of you at this particular time. Each aspect of 12, let us take one, and let us look at that aspect as a birth sign. So there's 12 aspects of you and there's 12 birth signs. But your higher self understands all this and is saying to you, you are here, beloveds, to go through the 12 signs of the zodiac and overcome the 12 signs of the zodiac. And when you become overcoming of those 12 signs, you become self-realized in knowing who you are. Astrology does not guide you when you become truly realized in God realization. You become self-realized knowing that you are a part of God. And in knowing this, you start to feel differently. You start to accept and surrender to your higher self. Now, when the higher self talks to you, it always talks through your heart. It's how you feel about a situation. It's how you feel about yourself, beloveds. Do you love yourself? The answer should be yes. So please, love yourself now. Breathe in love. That's it. I can see you breathing in. Breathe out self-doubt. Stay for a moment empty with no breath. And breathe in love again. Through the solar plexus. Hold it for a second. Full of love. Breathe out self-doubt. Do this in your own time. You are replenishing the love that you have of yourself that you've forgotten about you. For you are perfect. You are phenomenal in your own way. We are here to remind you how good you are. How brilliant you are. And each and every one of you sat here will be a show forward person to show people, to encourage people, and to remind them where they are from and who they are. You've all been chosen in your own right to be here. You've chosen yourself to come, to listen, to understand, to integrate with each other, and to be part of the healing process for Mother Earth at this time. You are and were the sleepers. Doesn't matter when you have awoken oneself. You are awake. That is all that matters. And every word that you say about yourself, every feeling that you have about yourself, every breath you take should be phenomenal self-belief. You are awesome. You are here to remind yourself. You've stepped forward. You've come forth from the universe, from God itself, to have your experience of manifestation, of realizing the goodness, the godness within you. And in this realization, once it is set like concrete, you will have the foundation that cannot be rocked, cannot be cracked by any earthly vibrational energy. Because nothing can crack who you are if you totally believe in the essence of love, which is you. It is good. And we speak in a collective force to say thank you for allowing us to step forward with this energy. For we are all connected. We have just gone on a little bit of time before you. And as you grow here, beloveds, we also grow in the higher realms. And our job is to pass this information to you in a way that you can understand it at your level of understanding. And we rejoice with this, with all our collective hearts. We leave you to come back at your own rate of time, if and when you want to. You know, that's the first time I've done anything like that before. Truly gifted tonight we are to have the presence of the 12 and those that guide the 12 as well. For there are other entities that guide the 12 of ascended masters. It goes on and on and on and forward. It's like the spiritual ladder we were talking about before. Thank you for allowing me to do that, because it's bringing me tears now. Years ago, when I first did my first spiritual message at a spiritual church in Huddersfield, it took me 10 minutes to deliver a 3-minute message because I couldn't talk. My stutter was horrendous. And look at me now. I only say this to say, look at you now. And look how good you can be in the future. All you have to do is recognise it. That's all you've got to do. Your beauty. You are the black beauty. When black is power, I'm wearing black because it suits me. I'm getting my sense of humour back now, because I don't like being like, oh God, my heart was pumping then. But it's right, you feel it. Because if I'm not motivated, if I'm not inspired, how can I inspire my friends here in front of me? For they have worked hard with me countless years to bring this knowledge through. I'm not going to say no. I just hope tonight, in a way, you've had an example of what Spirit can do if you are open to loving yourself and finding out about yourself and loving your brother and sister as, in a way, as much as you can. As much as you can. Doesn't mean you have to love them. When the Christ vibration came through, I'm going to rephrase that. Doesn't mean you have to love them all the time and not get chaffed off with them. When the Christ vibration come through one day and he was telling me stuff, and he said, unconditional love is wrong. And I thought, what? He said, unconditional love should not be given to anybody else unless you love yourself first and foremost. Now I know. If you don't love yourself, who else is going to love you? Spirit will, God will, your higher self will, but there's got to be a conduit from your higher self into you. And if you don't love yourself, that piece of straw as a conduit gets blocked with no self-love. And in that self-love you realise how phenomenal you are. How's your stomach? Is it okay?
Oh, I'm going 10 to the dozen.
That's okay. It's clearing. It's clearing. They're just saying now, we as a collective force bow in front of you. We wash your feet. It's being humbled in the presence of greatness. And that's what they did to all the masters. Yogananda, Buddha, Confucius. They all got their feet washed by other people who recognise the power. But in that recognising the power, you become humble, and it's a sign of worship that we wash you. But as you wash somebody else's feet, you're washing your own feet. You're giving yourself love. You're bringing yourself to a level of, I'm too good to do that. And you're allowing yourself to come to a level where I will do that. And in that level of what you may say coming down a grade, which you're not, you're actually loving yourself to go up a grade. Say, I can wash the feet of everybody and anybody, because you're recognizing the God in that person. And if you don't recognize the God in that person, you don't recognize it within you. I am God, and so are you. Yes, not the source we think is God, but you are a small portion of God. Guidance on demand. That's what you are. And this is how we speak through our instrument now, in a way to remind him, to remind you, to remind other people, as the human ladder, how good they are. They're telling me that they are nearly through.